Welcome back, everybody. So we are going to talk about what sold this week. I'm going to go over all of the highlights from this week, and according to the little timeline schedule that my grandbaby has, I may not be back for a little while. So we'll kind of see. We're going to play it by ear. If I can make a couple of videos while I'm headed to Texas to meet my grandbaby, then we'll see. We'll make it happen. But if not, this may be my last upload for just a little bit. So, okay, so we're going to get started. We're going to talk about what sold the last part of last month, so the 28th through October 5th, and we're just going to jump right on into it. Okay, so if you see these little Fuji films, pick them up, especially if they are in plastic. We picked these up at the local Goodwill for $3, and they sold for $18.95, and I want to say they sold within just a few hours of being posted. There were a couple of others that were on too. Some of them were below our price. We just kept ours at $18.85 and they sold. Next is going to be this belt buckle. It is a Wichita, Kansas. It is vintage and it is for a taxidermist. Picked it up for $1 at a yard sale. It sold for $20. Next is going to be, of course, a plush. Love my plushes. This Angry Birds plush, it was new with tag, or not new with tag, old stock, but it still had a tag. And it's the Grandpa Pig. It sold for $3 and picked it up for $3. It sold for $39.95. Oh, and while I'm at it, y'all, if y'all happen to like my hat, this is one of the hats that, of course, we have in our eBay store. I will have the link below. All right, then we have, of course, our comic books. So every week it just seems like these comic books that I picked up for free are just a constant little seller. So these next two listings, of course, are going to be from that same lot where we picked them up for free. This lot was a lot of 3. They were Nick Fury comic books. They are vintage. They were from the 60s. Picked those up, of course, for free, and they sold for $35. Then we have these Tales of Suspense. It too was from the 60s. It was number 51 Iron Man. That one we put on for an auction, and it sold for $28.77. All right, so next we have this vintage amber. They were a canister set, apothecary looking canister sets, really, really pretty, and they were quite large. Pick those up for $16. Those sold for $89.95. Then, of course, another plush. Picked this Cobra up for $1 and it sold for $19. Then we have the Sirius satellite bundle. We picked this one up at the bins in Nebraska, I believe. And I'm just going to say, because you know they do everything by weight, I'm going to say that we paid maybe $1 for this particular lot. It sold for $34.95. Then we have this Sony Walkman. Picked this little guy up at the local Goodwill for $2.99 and it sold for $45.95. As you know, whenever I sell one of those magazines that I picked up, again, the link will be in the description if you want to know the full story. Picked it up for 50 cents and it sold for $29.95. This is actually a repeat customer that we've been having for these particular magazines. So I went ahead and threw him one in extra for free. I'm just trying to get rid of them at this point. I've already made my money back and I just want them all gone. All right, so you guys remember the Nike Zooms? They were pink. They were done for breast cancer awareness. I did a video about it whenever I picked them up originally. I can't quite remember how much I paid for them. I think anywhere between $3 and $5 is what I paid for them. They ended up selling for way below what we thought, but we've had them for a little while, so we went ahead and took the offer. It was an offer that was sent for $35. Now, any of the videos that I reference in this video, of course, will be found in the description. Next is going to be this vintage. This is from the 80s, I believe. It is This Scud's For You shirt. Picked this little guy up for $3 and it sold for $30. Now, of course, plushes. I say it all the time. You see a plush, pick them up. They are totally worth picking up. Of course, not all of them, but the ones that you kind of feel, this is a little different. I haven't seen one like this. You might want to pick it up. Picked up this little white rat. I believe I picked him up for $3. He sold for $35.95. He was super clean. I didn't have to clean him up any. He was already clean in excellent condition. Now, Garfield. Picked this little guy up at a sale, paid 50 cents. He sold for $13. This little Garfield is about that big. Then we have this Nike Air for toddlers. They were the blue and orange. Bought it for $3.99. They sold for $39.95. The Breyers, y'all, the Breyers. Again, this is another one that I did a video on a couple of weeks ago. This is the fourth one that has sold. I still have one extra that is left. This one is the breast cancer awareness horse, and it sold, I picked it up for $3.99 and it sold for $75.95. Now, the very last one that we're gonna do is gonna be this pewter Hallmark cowboy. It's a little tiny pewter. Picked him up for $1 at an estate sale, and he sold for $14.95. Woo! What a week, y'all. Super, super great week. It has just been one sale after another. It's been a great week. So keep on posting. Remember that those algorithms will either be in your favor or not, but the more you post, the more you change things around in your store or within your own postings and listings on eBay. It kind of boosts your algorithms and helps you sell more. That's going to be it for me for today, and I'm so excited about my grandbaby, guys. I'm so happy. So if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe. Bye.